Hey guys, welcome to Knowing Woman Tarot. I'm Kendra B. I'm out here in my favorite park. I definitely felt like I needed some energy from the sun. We're having beautiful weather here, and it's been a minute, so I just wanted to come through. Um, Today I'm going to be doing a celebratory reading that just came to me as I look at this card. So, what are we celebrating? Um, First and foremost, I want to celebrate the fact that I even have time to do this reading because I have been a little busy, and there's this little thing they call inflation that's had me running around trying to get the bag. So I just want to celebrate that I have the time to do this. You have the time to watch this. I have the space and the obedience to do what Spirit is saying because they was on me hard last night, y'all. They was on me hard. And I'm getting to this point. Let me talk about this first, because I know I'm not the only one feeling this way, okay? This is a cosmic shift. This is a collective shift that's been happening where some of the people, and I would call myself one of these people, in the spiritual community, people who are aware, people who are enlightened and listening, and all that good stuff. I feel like we've been in a time and a place where everything feels like not only has it come to a standstill, but you feel almost like somebody turned your motor off. Like some of you were living in the past, some of you had anxiety about the future, but the bottom line is you weren't really living, okay? And being on your spiritual path, I do feel like Spirit has stopped you and halted you in your tracks. And for a lot of you, that was very scary, coming to such an abrupt stop on your journey. It's like you've been praying and asking God to show you. You've been fasting. You've been staying away from negative energies. You've been keeping to yourself. And then all of a sudden, everything just stops, and it is very jarring. It's you have to learn how to integrate this energy pretty much. So here we are at this standstill where everything is moving in slow motion. I kept hearing that: slow motion, slow motion, slow motion. Some of you are still fighting it because the external factors are telling you to speed up, and it's easy to get caught up in that energy. Even if you're not actively listening to that energy, some of my empaths out there, you feel the speed around you. You feel the hustle. You feel the bustle. I'm talking to you, Gemini. Air signs, Aries, I'm talking to you. You feel that hustle, Capricorn, yes. Let me just go ahead and say who I was feeling before I started this, because all of them was definitely it. Also, Sagittarius and Cancer. I'm talking to y'all right now. Virgo, I'm talking to y'all. So, regardless of whether you actively decided that you were going to speed up and disobey Spirit, or if you just empathically get caught up in the energy and get, tossed out and about in it. And before you know it, you realize, oh shit, I'm too far away from Spirit. I gotta slow down. Like, that's the overall message. If you are, first of all, you prayed to get close to Spirit, and now you're close. Now you're close. You're in an orbit field, an energetic field that feels very foreign to you because it keeps asking you to slow down. And every time you speed up, the fuck shit ensues. So we're celebrating. We're celebrating making it here to this point because I feel like that is the first step in actually maximizing the potential that we find in this space. My favorite thing about this park is the dogs. The dogs are like the real people out here. I look at the dog, I feel their energy immediately. The person, not so much. It's like they come here, and this is like a spiritual community up in this park. I really feel it. Okay. But anyway, so the signs that I mentioned, guys, we're celebrating being at this point, being close to Spirit, even if it's scary, even if you don't know what exactly to do, even if you don't have your old tools that you got so accustomed to and you work with them so good. It's frustrating, but we have to celebrate it because it is a milestone, honey. All right, first card out says, I know that it is important to celebrate each win, no matter how big or small. It's a win. You prayed for this. I know that I deserve wonderful things. Say it again. I know that I deserve wonderful things. I am worthy. Yes, you are. You are worthy of so much more than scratching and surviving. You are worthy of so much more than fucked up situations, jealous coworkers, jealous husbands, wives, boyfriends. Like, you're so much better than that. Spirit wants to show you a new way to relate, okay? Because you deserve more. You know exactly what you want. You know the exact type of relationship that you want to have. You know the energy that you want to be in, first and foremost, and most importantly. But why do we shy away from that energy? You know, it's like we know that's the energy we want to be in. But when you look around, it almost feels like, well, does that even exist out here? Maybe I should just try to go get this and alchemize the shit and change it and, yada, yada, yada. But that's not how it works, my spiritual family. That's not how it works. I haven't even talked to these cards. I have not blessed these cards, but I have a feeling that these cards are ready to talk. They was ready last night, honey. All right, we got that 7 of Fire. I sense evil. And I don't mean that in some big scary way. Okay? I feel like some of you guys are afraid of your potential. You're afraid of the doors that you can open. You're afraid of what it's going to look like when you step through the other side. You don't know what it's like to be completely at the will of spirit and thus at the will of yourself. That's really the scary thing, is like understanding your power, understanding that you are aligned to this force, this spirit. And a lot of people, you know, we in the community, okay? So a lot of people love throwing around love and light, love and light, love and light. But the truth of the matter is, if you're going to get close with spirit, you have to be comfortable with the dark. You have to be comfortable with the silence. You have to be comfortable with the slowness of it all. I'm going to let you see the card. It's a brooding, slow energy that you got to get all the way down up into. And I love the fact that she has these 2 cats next to her, because cats are very empathic. Their energy is not going to allow too much hustling and bustling and moving around and doing too much. They'd rather not. She also got this little baby snake wrapped around her hand because she understands the power of this darkness. And that snake is helping her to not be afraid. That's what it represents. That fear that she has is wrapped around her hand. It's working with her. And then there's some things that some of us would rather not see. Okay, I think that goes very well with the card. It's just like, you got to be comfortable not seeing, guys. You're not going to know everything. You're not going to see everything. You're going to have to trust. Okay? Because there's some new tools available to you. There's some new tools available to you, but you don't quite know how to work with them, and you're a little scary. It's almost like one day I'm doing makeup in a cushy little makeup studio, and the next day I have a job as a tree cutter downer. Like, I gotta rev up a big ass chainsaw, a big ass chainsaw, and cut down the tree. Like, oh, you want me to do that? Well, shit, you're gonna need some trust. You're gonna need some trust. We are flowing. Come on, spirit. All right, they was doing this last night. A lot of fucking reversals. Because, see, the thing is, I didn't shuffle this deck. I done made sure it was turned the right way. And somehow all these reversals keep coming out. Now, this reversal is coming right smack dab in the middle of these 2 cards. There's something that is going to take some trust. It's going to take some flow. And I don't believe we are leaning into that as much. So it's coming up as a challenge. Oh, yeah, there's the challenge. There is the fucking challenge. So it's affecting you emotionally. Ooh. Who did I name? Aries, Gemini, Sagittarius, Cancer, motherfucking Virgo, and Capricorn. That ain't the most emotionally free group that I've ever talked to. You know what I'm saying? Cancer, yes, you're water, but you got that crabby shell, honey. You will crawl right up in that bitch and be like, no. But guess what? That's what's affecting you, your emotions. And then guess what? Your emotions start affecting your body. because you must process those emotions. And how do you do that? You're going to need a little help from spirit, which is going to take what? Trust. If you're having an issue going against the currents, why not just lay back and be carried to your destination? All of us are going to have to learn how to flow more authentically in our emotions. Because what I'm hearing is our body is like a temple, cliche. But not only is it just a temple, it's like a pyramid, like it's active, the energy is open. It can communicate with higher energy, okay? And I'm feeling like with this ragtag bunch that we have here, it's our duty right now in this time to flow through our emotions. So you may have noticed that there have been moments in the, past weeks, months, or whatever, years, because if you don't listen, it'll keep on happening. So you've been put in these situations where things get deeply emotional. Somebody fighting. Somebody decides to fight instead of going into their emotions. Cancer. Lash out with them crabby little fucking claws. So yes, the body is a beacon. The body is a beacon. The body is a beacon is what I'm hearing. The body is a beacon. Tell me more, spirit. The body is a beacon. Another goddamn reversal. Masculine and feminine. Oh man. You're not in union with your twin flame either. A lot of single energy, a lot of unhappy energy, a lot of I'm seeing sadness because I feel like, and of course I'm talking about this on multiple levels here. I'm talking about the relationship that you have with yourself, masculine, feminine, how you treat yourself when you get rest, you stand up for yourself, those types of things. There's an inner turmoil here. You're still fighting against the old way, okay? You're still trying to do something different because some of y'all will just avoid conflict altogether and not do it, okay? And that's going to make your counterpart feel some kind of way. Like every action is a fucking reaction. So I feel like there's a conversation, an energy exchange that's wanting to be happening, but some people are just turning away from it and they rather not address. Avoidance is what I'm hearing. There's some avoidance here. Who is that? Capricorn. Capricorn. I'm seeing us walking through this. It keeps coming up as brick. It's like this brick archway. And it's very dark. It's very mysterious on the inside. It's like a temple. And it's like this temple represents your body. Okay? This new body that spirit wants to give to you. And right now it's very dark. It ain't lit up in the least bit. It's brand new. You got to go in there and wire up the electricity if that's what you want up in that motherfucker. Okay? All right, this is your fixer-upper that you've always wanted, Gemini. This is your fixer-upper, okay? You go in that bitch and you rustle around. You fuck around, you find out. You stumble around in the dark. You get a plan together. You get to know it. What do you want for it? This is the point that we're at, guys. We get to build our new self. Ooh, I just got chills because we got Capricorn and Virgo on our team and we building. You better come on here. Taurus, you taking a little too long to get here. I heard your energy, but we're not talking about you right now. We're talking about building something. We got that earth energy of Capricorn and Virgo. We have Gemini with the air. Fun, lightheartedness. Whistle while you work, guys. A Gemini gonna make sure you whistle while you work. Aries, we got that fire. We got that passion. We got that drive, baby. I know how to drive this bus. Stand back. Stand back, I can drive this bus forward, honey. Just tell me where to go. That's our soldier. Cancer, oh my God, Cancer, you are like Storm. Like I see you as a superpower of emotion. You're like the emotional, the heart of this group. Okay, because you're so serious about it. You is for real about it, Cancer. You are a emotional gangster. Okay. Who else did I say? Did I miss anybody? Sagittarius. Hmm. It'll come to me. Because I just get crackhead energy with you, Saggies. I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all do bring the swag, though. Men. Sag men. Y'all bring the swag. Ladies, I think I got some personal issues with Sagittarius women. Even though my moon is in Sag, I just always feel like y'all can do better. And I feel like a lot of that is because you lean more into your masculine than your feminine. Like that vulnerability is very tough for you. If you do get into some vulnerability, you're going to link up with that Cancer energy and you're going to suck your fucking eyes out. You're going to cry your fucking eyes out and just become a helpless, babbling mess. So you got to be careful. That's what's at stake here. You got to be careful. All right, let's continue. Taurus, leave me alone. I still see you peeking. Taurus, you are a hard worker. You are a hard worker, Taurus. You are a hard worker. But what's my issue with you, you ask? There's something about that Taurus that believes in that soft life. He want his pleasures. She want her pleasures. And she want them on a silver fucking plate. It has to be the best. It has to be the best. Oh, child, I thought there was a little animal running up on me. All right, we got a mirror here. We got you looking into that cavern that I just talked about. That's the 10 of air. Air, we calling you to the carpet now. We need your imagination. Okay, air? We need you imagining the best case scenario. Gemini, listen to me. Best case scenario is what we are motivated by. Okay? Don't fall prey to the pettiness of the people around you or the fears. Like, we really need you to play right now, Gemini. We need you to just think of some beautiful ass shit and some wonderful ass life that we can all ground into. Okay? Capricorn has entered the chat. 7 of Earth. Virgo has entered the chat. Taurus still wants to enter the chat, but that's neither here nor there. Okay. We seeing how this teamwork is going here. Earth signs, y'all are naturally hermited. Okay, Virgo and Capricorn, y'all naturally don't really like fucking with people like y'all do. So it is your job to really get into your meditation, to really just stabilize yourself and tap into this fantasy, that's what I'm gonna call it, that Gemini is dreaming up. Okay, you're gonna sense it and it's gonna be great. Don't listen to the bullshit they tell you about Geminis. We got great ideas. Okay, tap into that energy, Virgo and Capricorn, just where you are, through your hard work, through your persistence. Don't forget to meditate. Take time to be quiet. You got to date with your fears too. You got to date with your fears too. Abundance. 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 Aries, I'm feeling you on this. Aries like to get to their money. And, okay, Virgo and Capricorn, I need you guys to really believe that you can have this abundance that Gemini is dreaming up. Because sometimes things can feel very whimsical and, what do you call it? Fanciful thinking to you. It's like you stay so stable and so grounded in reality that sometimes you don't allow yourself to play. I want you to think about the abundance that you are, just as the earth sign that you are. You know what it is to have all that you need. You have all that you need. So why not take a risk? Sagittarius has entered the chat. Sagittarius has entered the chat. Saggy, what would you like to say? Saggy, what would you like to say? Saggy. Take you. I might take all three of you because I'm feeling happy today. Another reversal. We got this Four of Fire in reverse. It's a lack of focus. It's a lack of focus is what Sagittarius thinks it is. So I'm sensing an energetic alliance here. You know, we are all working together. First of all, know that. Sagittarius wants you to focus. If you can't focus outward, focus inward. Virgo and Capricorn, stop chasing clout. It's like you got this dream life built out in front of you, and it's just so fabulous. And it's almost like you're just clawing on the ground to get to it. There's no joy in it. You just out here scratching your nails in the dirt, just whatever you can to get to this abundance that you seek. But I think what you have to do is center back around to Gemini, because Gemini is going to do what makes her feel good. She's dreaming up a playground for herself. She wants to feel good as she manifests. And that's the energy she wants to bring to you. I want you to feel good about this vision that you have for yourself. If it's so unreachable and you're so angry at it and you don't like the way it is, you can turn your back and not fuck with it. Turn that shit inward and figure out what makes you happy. And then look to your right for that abundance. Thank you, Sagittarius. That nigga say you better focus. You got to make friends with Sagittarius. He's entering the chat. Hero. Oh, my phone's ringing. Who the fuck is that? Okay, so we got the hero. I feel like you kind of taking some energy around you for granted, Virgo, Capricorn. You're kind of taking this energy for granted. You got some hot, fiery energy trying to get you to focus on something. And this is your saving grace, honey. It is a divine lifeline, okay? He got the lifeline. She got the lifeline in your life. You got to listen to this person. You got to feel their fires. You got to put some of them triggers to sleep, Virgo and Capricorn. And you got to feel this person's fire. I want it to be infectious, because if you look at him, he got the fire on his shoulders because he's tapping into it. The Father, the Crone in reverse, and Balance, the Two of Air. Yes, we know that there is an imbalance, masculine and feminine. I'm sensing a relationship that has gone on for quite some time. And I don't feel like the feminine has been happy for a very, very long time, because she feels like she doesn't have much of a say. She feels like this could be this fire energy to you, Capricorn, but if it relates, it relates. But she feels like you're a little too stern. She feels like you don't respect her maturity and her wisdom and everything that she has to offer. But you pay the bills. You put the dick down. You know, you do what you're supposed to do. But there's something that you just need to do. It's emotional. So there's this energy of grief that I'm feeling around. It could be work stuff, you know, just not being where you want to be. And of course, spirituality is work as well. So you feel like there's something that you haven't been able to grasp. And for a lot of you, I think it is this flowing of emotion and love. Universal love is what I'm hearing. Just love. It's not even about relationships at this point. It's a sadness and a grief over the lack of love, the misunderstanding of love, the judgment of love. Don't you see me? The feminine is like, don't you see me? I'm trying to love you. wholeheartedly. But you're looking outside yourself for it. You know, it's like you have all of this knowledge and everything just right in front of you. And instead of you looking inward, you're looking at outside sources. This isn't a bad card because it just came out last night and it was quite positive. It's not a bad card. And there's nothing wrong with seeking knowledge, seeking wisdom, seeking. Sometimes you just got to change direction. All right, I'm going to pull a Liminal Spirits because I feel like that was a good reading. I would like to tie it in a little bow spirit, but, you know, it's whatever. We got a new deck here. We got the Liminal Spirits deck. Let's see what they say. Let's see what they say. Inspiration. And Ash wants to be in reverse. I feel like you have an opportunity, guys. And I guess I said this earlier in the reading, but you have an opportunity to change your perspective on your situation. You know, if you're in slow motion and you haven't gotten where you're gotten and you're still going where you're going, why not go within? It's a shifting of direction. All right, I'm going to read this Ash and see what it says. Environments. Ash tree. In Norse mythology, Yggdrasil, the world tree that contains all of the known 9 worlds, is said to be an ash tree. Its roots are nestled in the underworld. Its branches touch the heavens. Hello, heaven and earth. And its trunk connects everything together. In one of the most famous myths, Odin sacrificed himself by hanging from the world tree in order to gain the wisdom of the runes and other secrets. Ashwood is exceptionally strong. I'm getting sacrificed. Some of y'all don't want to experience that death. Like if you driving and you having, daydreams about falling into a ditch or hitting another car, or if you feel unsafe in your body at this time, it's because death is at your door. And it's not that physical death that we all know is coming for us. It's this death of spirits. It's this death of, because everything in this atmosphere is alive. Energy is very much alive. We've created the energetic presence of the person who we once were. And now we got to kill them. And they don't want to go quietly. Anyway, Ashwood is exceptionally strong and durable and is said to be able to bear more weight than any other wood. All of these stories combine to give ash the symbolism of connection, knowledge, insight, durability, and longevity. That's for you, Virgo, Capricorn. You're also allowing yourself to be distracted by minor differences. Instead of recognizing the greater similarities, identify what's really truly important and worthy and important of your attention. Come on now, environment. We're going to have some allies that we never thought would be allies. Like, we're opening up and we're learning because we need these little pieces in order to help us build. We're building something new. This new person, this new being, this new entity that we're stepping into. Because I do feel like it's an energetic change almost. Like leaving my body and going into a new body. An upgraded, better suitable body for the energy that we now have. And I don't know what the fuck that looks like in real life, but I'm just telling you what it feels like to me. So keep your fuck shit to yourself. Anyway, that's the reading. I love you guys. Again, celebrate now and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Love y'all.